Future Jam.
Welcome to the Future Jam, a tech news podcast for enthusiasts and casual listeners alike. I'm Mike, and once again, I'm here with my good buddy Alex.
Yay!
What's up, buddy?
Nothing. I'm ready for the summer break. Woo woo!
Well, we're not actually going on break. We should be, but we're recording this episode right now. I should be on the road.
Oh, when I signed up, you said I could have summers off. Yeah, because you do your summers from May 1st until the last weekend of September.
Yeah, as long as it's not freezing outside, it's summer to me. That's how it works. That's my definition of summer. All right, before we jump into our topic of the show, which is summer gadgets, our favorites and some dumb ones and so on and so forth, I'm going to do some quick tips for travel that I found, and Alex might have some as well. But I found that, generally speaking, on the phone at least, have you ever used the All Trails app, Alex? You're a huge hiker, right?
Yeah, you know I like to hike from my couch to my fridge.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's kind of funny. So I live in Cincinnati, and it was like a local park where my kids just go play in the playground. Was on like U.S. Travel and Leisure like website as one of like the top 5 places for like family friendly hiking in the country. And the other places like Mount Zion and like all these like national parks. And then it was just my local neighborhood park. And like it does have like a lot of people do go hiking. It's a really nice area for like city hiking, but it's like, you know, comparing them to like all these national parks. And it's just like Stanberry Park.
Were they just using All Trails app and just sorted by like most popular trails, I wonder?
I don't know. It's easy because the thing was like for like little kids, and it's an easy trail for little kids that's kind of long and takes you through some.
Gotcha.
And we did.
Well, you got to tell me more about this trail eventually. I need to come up there and take my dog on that. I'll walk on that thing. But yeah, the reason why I recommend it, because it saved my butt so many times, because I'd get to a location and I'm like, there's nothing to do here right now, and I'm bored. And then you pull up the app and it shows you like all the different places to walk around the area. So it's kind of cool. Then there is a couple apps out there that help you find public restrooms. And I saw like quite a few. There's one even from Charmin. Did you see that, Alex?
No, makes sense. They're trying to get in the social game.
Yeah, they have their own toilet finding app. And I remember back in high school, that was like my first like thought, like there needs to be an app that helps you find a bathroom. Early on, I almost thought like, hey, who can I contact to make this app? Because this would be a fun app to do. Like find an app, like it rates bathrooms on cleanliness and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing that could be easily crowdsourced, that people would take seriously enough.
Yeah, especially for parents. I'm sure you would probably want to know where all the bathrooms are and ones that have changing tables or, you know, extra space.
That's the biggest thing, is changing tables, especially in men's bathrooms. There's not many of them. A lot of the newer restrooms have them and all. We stopped at a Wendy's like gas station combo.
And you just changed the baby right on the sandwich counter.
Well, this was
weird.
This was during COVID, that the Wendy's dining room was closed, and in the bathrooms, both men and women's didn't have changing tables. So we went to Cracker Barrel instead.
Well, I mean,
and
you can't not go to Cracker Barrel.
I know, yeah, but then I had to buy so many knickknacks. I went for a whole like nautical theme now.
I don't think I've been to Cracker Barrel in a good like 10, 15 years probably. And then my final tip, and this has saved me as well, is find, like, if you know Reddit or if you've been on it, find the local subreddit for the city you're going to, and you can find like a lot of the local favorites that way. Like you can search for restaurants and local events and stuff like that. That saved me as well. Like I found a good donut shop in Indianapolis, and that was about it. Indianapolis sucks. Don't go there.
Shots fired at Indy. I hear their children museum's really nice. And I've been to the Pacers arena when they played the Sixers. That's about it.
All right, so let's jump in.
Well, hey, what about me, huh?
You have some tips.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah. So you didn't write any down on the sheet, so I didn't think you actually had any.
I wrote them on my paper right there, Mike.
Oh wow! Right into my face.
The big thing is just research when you're going places. There's one website I really like. If you want to find something that's kind of weird in whatever place you're going to, is Atlas Obscura. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, Mike.
No.
Like they have it for every state, and it's just like random things you can do. And like, cause I just looked up Cincinnati just for like this thing, like before, and like, you know,
Was the sign museum in there?
yeah, sign museum,
Okay.
a couple other museums I've never heard of, and like weird places to eat. And like when we were going to Mississippi and Alabama, I used that to find like this like random stuff that you want to think of.
You'll have to send that to me or put it in the note app, and I can add it to the show notes.
Yes, Atlas Obscura. And I when we were going down to Myrtle Beach a couple weeks ago, I looked it up and I found out there was like this fried chicken. It used to be a chain, but there's only one location left, and it's Yogi Bear is the mascot of it. Like I've never.
You had me at fried chicken. I love fried chicken. So.
And now it's just like some small town in South Carolina that has the last
Did
one.
you go?
No, it was like an hour away. If I didn't have little kids, I think I probably would have ventured out to it. But
I think it sounds like a place you would take little kids. Not like, oh yeah, I'd completely go to this kid-themed restaurant.
It was an hour away from where I was. That's the thing.
Okay.
If it was like 10 minutes, yeah, I would have took the kids. Another one on the complete opposite side, if you're just looking for popular things to do at a place, and I tend to agree with the rankings, TripAdvisor is still, I think, the best. I think...
Is that a subscription site?
You can subscribe to it if you want to like comment and stuff, but if you just want to see like what they recommend or top rated stuff and like kind of work from there, I always kind of use it as a starting off point and then digging deeper.
Do you remember all those stupid little guides you used to have to buy like at Barnes and Nobles for like different areas you're going to just to kind of find out more about it?
Yeah, so this is like the new tech way to do it is these websites, and then podcasts are huge for traveling. Like if you're going to any area, especially like national parks, I saw there was a bunch of podcasts. I don't listen to them. And if you're going to Disney or Universal, there's hundreds of podcasts out there for about that stuff.
So it's like a guided tour?
No, there's so many different ones. Like I listen
like
to
about where you're going, or?
About the places. Like I listen to a couple Disney ones. Some are less like about news.
Oh,
like
of
Disney,
course you would listen to Disney.
Yeah,
ones.
Disney
the most
Dishes.
place in the world.
Disney Dish is good. Distant Disney's good. Dis Unplugged. They're all really good podcasts like that. And like kind of how like, you know, tips of not to waste your money, or, you know, if you want to do this ride, it's better to go at this time. And especially now, but there like things are constantly changing.
Yeah.
But like when I went to Gatlinburg, I found a bunch of like random tours to Gatlinburg. Like I didn't need to know the like stuff, but I just listened to them. You get like a better sense of like what's there, and you're like, well, that kind of seems lame, or you know, that seems cool.
So the tip to not waste your money is just to not go to Disney World at all, right?
Well, that's true, but like that's if you're traveling anywhere. Like if you're traveling overseas, like those podcasts about like if you're visiting France or England, like tips and tricks that you can follow.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm listening to the history of Rome right now, so you know, I'm gonna know a whole bunch.
Well, one that made in a day, so
no, it's not. Let's just jump into our list. We're getting a little long in the tooth, but let's jump into the first category, and that's our must-haves for summer vacations, or you know, just cool summer tech.
Nah, yours is a lot cooler than mine, so I'll go first. It's just the Anchor Core Slim 10,000 portable charger. If you're traveling anywhere, a portable charger is what you need, and Anchor is a great, solid brand. This is what they do. This is really how they made a name for themselves. And like this Power Slim, this thing is super small. You know, it's fit in your pocket, and they have like different ones that you can throw in like your purse or things like that, but it's a must-have if you're traveling anywhere, if you're on like the beach or hiking and all, just so you have that storage for actual battery power.
Yeah, I actually added something similar to that for one of the categories later. I might change it. But yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, it's definitely, especially if you're going camping or, you know, you're somewhere where you're not going to have access to the, you know, power grid, then yeah, it's definitely something to buy, which I've never bought one myself.
Really? I got one when we went to Disney. Now I used it. Like, it was nice. We lost power sometime last year, and like it was nice to be able to charge our phones because we didn't know how long power was going to be out.
So you just keep it plugged in and charged at your house, or keeps its charged?
It just keeps it charged like for a while. So like
that's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't even really think of something like that. So yeah, I'll jump right into mine, and my must-have tech. I mean, must-have as in like it would be really cool to have when you're on a campsite or outside in your backyard, and that's a small portable projector. And I put on the Anker Nebula Mars 2 portable projector. And we're not sponsored by Anker.
Yeah, I was just saying this.
They just make some good stuff.
Yeah, I actually saw this on your list when you put it on the dock, and this thing looks awesome.
It is really cool. It has like built-in speakers. It has a 4-hour battery life. And the screen can go up to 150 inches. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool little projector. And I think I checked, it's like right around $500. So that's not breaking the bank too much for a projector, at least. Especially one that you can, bring around with you and stuff like that. And it looks pretty durable.
Yeah, I can see it being like a cool, like, oh, we're going to have a movie night outside and just go sit outside and use that. Or you can get friends and all together and meet outside. I didn't mention that my Anker Core Slim was $22.99, so that's a little bit cheaper than yours. But yeah, it looked really cool. Like the picture, that's a picture of the projection, but it looked like a decent quality.
So yeah, let's jump into our next one, and this is a little bit more pricier stuff. That's what if money wasn't an issue? What would you get, technology-wise or other, for like having a little fun during the summertime?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I feel like you. Yes, do it.
So I want a Kilauea Submarine. I don't know if you ever seen like those like 2-person like kind of submarines that kind of go under for a little bit and go.
Oh yeah, I love those things. Like the Orca, I think they're called.
Yeah, the Orca. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. They have like a little joystick, and it looks like you're a fighter pilot, and you can just kind of shove that joystick down into the forward, and you just dive. The nose dives down underwater, and you submerge yourself for a little bit. It looks like a blast.
It does, and it's only $90,000, so kind of.
Really, that's way cheaper than I thought.
Yeah, but this one is like painted like a killer whale. So 62 people can go up to 50 miles per hour, 25 miles while underwater, and go up to a depth of 5 feet. And it's a 14-gallon fuel tank. If I can see us doing it, Mike, you sitting in the back, because I would drive him like.
I would absolutely do that, because I love water sports. It's like one of my favorite things. I love just being on the water in general. I'm not sure. Are you a big water guy, or? I
like being on the water. I like being in the ocean. I haven't really been sailing. I've been canoeing and rowboating.
Sailing's a lot of fun. Yeah.
I've been on a cruise, but I like being in the water. I like being in the pool. I like swimming. So.
All right, let me jump on that same vein as yours. We were thinking in the same direction. Mine is the Taiga. Or Taiga, Taiga?
The Vapor?
Yes, the Rapper.
You want to buy the Vapor as your summer thing?
No, Taiga Orca electric jet ski. These are up for pre-order, and they start at $15,000. But the reason why they caught my eye is just because I think electric Sea-Doos or jet skis, Sea-Doos a brand, but those sound like a good idea, because I think jet skis typically have a lot of maintenance involved, and I think electric one would be far less to take care of.
That's the idea about all electric vehicles, right? They're supposed to be better, easier to take care of.
Yeah, because I just imagine myself going through a lake or a river or wherever with my not boring, but like my basic jet ski, and then trying to start the engine, and the engine doesn't work. Whereas this, it has a charge, and you assume it's gonna work. But these have like a 60-kilometer range, so I don't understand what that means. Pretty far, and 104 kilometers per hour top speed, which sounds fast, but it's probably 20 miles per hour.
It's in the hundreds.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's fast. So it looks like a really cool. It can seat 2, and there's one model that seats 2 to 3, which I don't know how you'd fit a third person on a jet ski, but they say you can. But that's if money wasn't an issue, I would personally entertain that as an option.
It's 64 miles per hour, Mike. 64.
That's actually pretty fast, yeah. And I think I did read that the brand Sea-Doo is going all electric as well. So,
Really?
a lot of these companies are going to be releasing electric models. And this one said it had fast charging, and you could charge it up within an hour. So, yeah, it's cool. But where do you charge your jet ski on the lake? I guess maybe they'll install power on the dock.
Well, it has like one of those handles where you just turn and go.
You just crank it?
Yeah, crank it for an hour and then you're good.
No thanks. We're jumping right along here to dumb tech. We like talking about dumb tech on this show, and this is no different.
Okay, I have two. I know you have one.
You couldn't decide, could you?
Yeah. So do you want me to go with my cheap one first or my expensive one first?
Oh, whatever you feel.
I'll do the cheap one first. So I didn't know Wrangle makes luggage, like the jean company, Wrangle. They make a smart, yeah. They make it
Wrangler. Okay.
They make a smart luggage that comes with a cup holder and a USB port for charging your phone.
I did see that. I just think it's dumb. I almost added that to my list as well.
Because do you need a cup holder? And then there's a lot of these charging, I was going to have three because I had this one on there. And then I also had a luggage that was a scooter that you can float down and you can push yourself. And then you have
cool.
The motorized scooter. This luggage is luggage.
Yeah.
We don't need to fancy it up, especially with these one that have the battery to charge stuff in. You have to take it out of your luggage when you get on a plane anyway.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing with those smart luggage is they made you remove the battery, and some of the early ones didn't have removable batteries, or they're really difficult to get to. So basically, the TSA, is that who it is?
Yeah.
They would actually take your bag and or take your battery and say, you can't get on the plane with this.
Yeah, and it's just the cup holder. You really need a cup holder. It's just another.
There's a hand or the ground or the little tray
that's
next to you.
That's another thing to break. And most airports have chargers now, so do you really need the battery pack? Usually you're not sitting with your luggage all the time, that you're not by a charger.
I guess it's for the business person that's constantly always on their laptop and constantly always on their cell phone, that sort of thing. So my dumb tech of the week, but of this category, is the Sony Rion Pocket 2. And I can't believe they even made a second one.
I didn't know they made it first.
No, it's a little chargeable cooling device that you put into your shirt. They make shirts for this, and you put it into the back pocket of your shirt, and it kind of sends cool air down your spine. I think it lasts from 3 to 20 hours depending on what setting you have it on. But this just seems unnecessary, and I think they know this. That's why they're only selling it in Japan.
Yeah, they must not be an American thing. I saw a lot of these portable chargers, fans and all, personalized fans and things like that. They have the one that goes around your neck now that blows fan on you.
Where are all these people? I don't see these people anywhere in my life wearing fans on their body.
You never had the small fan that you could put on and it spins and you always just try to put your finger in it?
Those were cool. I feel that was a really popular trend for a while, and every company was giving them away at shows.
Yeah. We have the fan that goes and then you can spray mist and it gets you. You fill it up with water. You get it at an amusement park.
Probably way cheaper than the Sony device. So, what was your second dumb tech?
I don't know if you saw this in your research. The barbecue dining boat.
No, I didn't.
So for $50,000, it's a round boat with an umbrella and a barbecue grill in the middle. Outdoor Chef. I don't know if you ever heard of this brand. It's a Swiss company. They're the biggest grill company in Europe. But it has 10 seats around it. And there's Like, in each seat has a little plate and silverware cup holder and cup holders, and you can just sit on the water and grill out. And it has you can go 2.5 miles per hour, and you can grill out on the water.
So it only goes 2.5 miles per hour. I guess you don't want to go super fast while you're grilling something nice and juicy.
Yeah, but where are you going? You're just going like 10 feet in the water? Because it can do small waves up to 1 to 8 inches.
Oh, wait. So do you stand next to it and grill? Is this
No,
like
you sit, the grill's in the middle.
Okay.
And you all sit around. Look it up real fast so you can see what I'm talking about. And like everybody can sit like around it, and you just grill out.
Oh, yeah. This looks like a donut shaped thing.
Yeah.
With a grill in the middle. This looks like somebody's gonna die.
Yeah,
somebody's gonna die in this thing.
I don't know who this is for. Like, I thought it was like maybe country clubs or really nice restaurants where you can pay an extra and they'll give you seasoned meats and all, and then you go out and grill it yourself and have like a dinner on like a lake or some crap like that. But like, it's just dumb. And like, who designed this? And like, it's been around since like 2013 in Germany. Like, it's dumb.
Yeah, I completely agree. So let's jump into our final category, and that's emergency tech, like stuff you might want to have on you if you are experiencing something bad, like a hurricane, or you're on vacation at Disney and a hurricane hits you, or something along those lines. I added a power bank on mine. We've talked enough about power banks, because you had one earlier. And the one I had had an attachable solar panel you could charge on it, and it was kind of cool. But I'm going to, swerve a little bit, and I'm going to go with the Aqua Pure Traveler. It's like a water bottle that you could put nasty water in and turn into drinkable water.
That's cool.
And it's combines drinking bottle with a water purifier that filters out bacteria, viruses, chemicals, dirt, and pathogens. And it's been used by the United Kingdom Armed Forces. So, sounds like trusted stuff.
Yeah. I imagine they're a good army, I guess. I don't know their record. I mean, I saw a lot of different things. I saw like a rechargeable flashlight, there's emergency kits that you can charge different things with. But everybody knows the worst thing you can have in the world is a warm drink. So I chose the Chill-O-Matic automatic drink chiller. So it's a drink chiller, so when you have your warm sodas or beer, 12-ounce cans, you can put in, and within a minute, your drink is cold.
Yeah, that sounds like something like it's a big emergency when your drink's like warm. When you have warm drinks, like the scariest thing ever in your lifetime is you drink all the drinks in your fridge and you have some in the garage and you're like, I don't have anything cold to drink, no ice, nothing. And you're just like waiting for an hour just for a cold drink. Here's a quick tip for y'all. Wet some paper towel, wrap it around a can or a bottle of soda, throw it in the freezer, and it speeds up the cooling process by 10 to 20%.
My dad always raves about that idea. We went on vacation with my brother and sister-in-law. We were sharing like a hotel. There was 2 rooms, and like the middle of the night, it sounded like a gunshot went off. And my brother just must have left a Diet Coke in the freezer to freeze to cool it down and forgot about it. But it went off at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And
you never know when that's going to happen, because I've done the same thing where you get distracted. Yeah. So I guess in those cases, you really didn't need the cold soda because you forgot about it.
No, but I originally had the Anchor power charger as my in case of emergency, and my Chill-O-Matic as the must-have. I don't really need the Chill-O-Matic in an emergency.
But you want the Chill-O-Matic.
I'd want the Chill-O-Matic. But it only takes 2 AA batteries, and you only need a small Ziploc seal bag of ice. And it's not bad. $23.99, I think.
I do notice this, Alex. This is a trend. I think all these lists that people make online, the only reason why they make the lists is because they want affiliate links so people will click on the link and buy the product on Amazon. So it's usually crappy products that are only available on Amazon. It's not like something that you can get somewhere else. So I feel like these people aren't actually doing the research, and they probably didn't even buy the product. But yeah, they're just making these lists to make money off of the Amazon affiliate links.
Yeah, and like whoever like pays them the more. A lot of these like summer tech lists was like portable speakers, a lot of like the same.
Yeah, everybody. I feel like everybody has a portable speaker, and something everybody should have, and I didn't put it on the list either, was like a battery to jumpstart your car. That's probably something good as well.
That was the emergency list, and like during the summer, sunblock you should have things like that.
I always keep a thing of sunblock in my car. But you have one final thing to close this out. What was that, Alex?
I put a small quiz together, not really a quiz, but more of a questionnaire for Mike about the summer and like get his take on some things. Mike does not know the questions. I wrote these down like 5 minutes before we started recording because I thought this episode would go super short, but it went longer than I thought. But it's 4 questions. So Mike, question 1. What do you think the future of travel will look post-pandemic?
Crowded. It'll just be really crowded everywhere you go, and you probably will regret going on vacation.
Yeah, I think this year and maybe next year is going to be like the year of like the road trip, because like mostly overseas aren't really open yet. Getting there. Some people are traveling, but I think a lot of people are still going to stay local. I think it's going to be the year of family trips. A lot of people are going to get together with their families and go on vacation.
Yeah, look for gas shortages. Look for long lines, that sort of thing. It'll be fun just to get out of the house because we were all trapped in our houses last year. So anything will be better than that. But it's not going to be like those perfect vacations where it's the right amount of people and you don't have to wait in line and it doesn't rain. Stuff like that. I don't think that's in our cards this year.
So I know there's a lot of talk about like a work shortage, and I really haven't seen the effects here in Cincinnati. I don't really go out that much, but when we were down there, there especially in the service industry, there was a lot of restaurants that weren't taking as many people, or had signs like, "Hey, we're going to be slow, we're understaffed," or like we went to one restaurant like, "Oh, we're not doing outdoor seating today because we don't have enough people to man it." So that's going to be something you have to look out for like especially this summer. I think that would get back together.
Yeah, that's true. And what's the next one you got, Alex?
If you could travel to any fictional place for a vacation, where would it be?
Hey, you didn't prep me for this at all. But last episode I talked about New Zealand because of Middle Earth, and I'd probably just go to Middle Earth.
Really? See the Shire and Riverdale. Is it not Riverdale? Riverdale is the Archie's comics. What's the place where the elves live?
Oh, Rivendell.
Yeah. I don't want to go to Mordor.
I just feel like those places would be very relaxing, and I kind of would like to unplug and just relax and drink some ale and smoke some whatever they smoke.
I don't know. I thought Tatooine would be fun.
Isn't that a sand planet?
Yeah, but like if you're going early enough, I don't know in the future, like in the original trilogy is still going on, but if you go back like earlier, you have your pod races. They would be cool to see. Wouldn't mind checking out Jabba's palace, picking a fight with a couple people, getting drunk in a cantina. Like dun 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 dun. The music's good. Yeah, I'd go to Tatooine. I like the sun and sand.
I don't.
Okay. What technological advancements do you want to see in the future of travel?
That's a tough one. Honestly, last week we talked about the Supersonic Jets, and I'd like to see those come out. I'd love to, fly across the ocean in half the time. Also, it would be cool to go on a cruise that is like a submarine, like 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Okay.
The old Disney movie where they're attacked by a giant squid, but I just always thought that was cool. Like they had a big window and you can see like the sea life around you, and swim out from underneath it and swim around and come back in again.
I find deep in the ocean super, super creepy.
It is creepy, yeah.
I have no desire to go that deep in the ocean. I would go within 5 feet in my little killer whale submarine, but I don't know if I could go that deep. I thought, like, the biggest thing everybody wants to see is teleportation, right? That's the easiest one, right?
Yeah, but then it opens the whole can of worms. Like, are you a new person coming? Like,
yes,
do you get destroyed when you go through and all that stuff?
In the long scheme of things, I don't think that is possible. I would like to see like better translators, like that technology, and get a lot better.
I like that, Alex. I haven't really thought about the translation thing in a while, just because I feel like Google's on top of that as of late. But I'm sure it could be a lot better. And I've always wanted real-time translation.
Yeah, like something like where like you can just speak and like if they're listening, like I don't know, like they have a device where they listen to it, would translate it automatically for them.
Yeah, there's a couple companies that have been really like testing stuff out like that, but I feel like Google's not even that great at like understanding English still.
Yeah, so I think that would be. I mean, I think that would open up me more willing to travel. I do think the language barriers prevents me from kind of wanting to go to a couple of different places.
You'd be surprised at how many people speak
English
or you can somewhat understand them.
Right. I have two more questions. Well, one more question. The other, both of the last two questions are kind of joke questions. If you can travel with any sci-fi character, who would it be?
I would travel with Bender from
Bender would be fun.
Futurama. I feel like he would just it'd be a good old time, and he would always get us into trouble and get us back out of trouble.
Well, you would have to pay for everything.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that, but I'd still think it would be a hell of a time.
I thought the Terminator from Terminator 2. Because he's cool, you can teach him stuff, he gives a thumbs up. Again, you can pick bar fights, no one mess with you. And then if you go on like a long car trip, he can just drive and you can sleep.
That's right. He doesn't have to sleep.
Yeah, so...
You were really thinking that over.
Yeah. And the last one I just thought of, if you could use any fictional vehicle to travel, what would it be?
A fictional vehicle to travel?
Yeah. Mine would be the Homer designs in The Simpsons with the 2 soundproof bubbles. And then like the 6 horns, because you can never find a horn when you're mad.
They've been talking about the Homer on a lot of podcasts lately that I've been listening to, just because like if we listen to customers on how to build cars, then we would end up with a Homer.
Yeah, shag carpeting. I want the Homer. But if I was going in space...
Didn't it have like a fryer on it and all that stuff, and you could cook your own like burger and had beer?
No, that was a different one when it just gets all the attachment for the cars.
Oh yeah. Okay.
For space, it would probably be the Millennium Falcons. That's the easiest one. I guess it's just cool.
Hang out with a Wookiee. Yeah.
What about you?
I would say most. This is difficult. I would say the DeLorean, just because you could travel through time. That's the only one I can think of. And DeLoreans themselves suck, I hear. But I'm talking about the one specifically from
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, yeah.
Oh, that was the other thing I had from technological advancements. Is the quick drying clothes from Back to the Future. I think would be awesome.
Yeah, or I think there's clothes that just can't get wet.
What do you mean? I mean like they quick. But when your skin still gets dry. Back to the Future clothes, I imagine your whole body gets dried when you're...
That'd be awesome. You wouldn't have to pay for the family dryer at the theme park.
That's true.
Save a lot of money that way. Family dryer is expensive, folks.
Never have and never will do it.
Exactly. I mean, if somebody leaves some time on the clock...
you run in.
Run in there, get that family dryer going.
It's like the massage seats at like the mall or something like that. You'll never pay for it yourself, but somebody leaves it running.
I actually one day decided to do that just out of morbid curiosity, and it's painful. I don't think I'd ever do it. It hurts.
Yeah, they dig in your back. I don't know. No.
I don't think they're good. I don't think it's good. But that's our show for today. I'm still on vacation. Somehow I'm here as well. But you can reach us on all the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at The Future Jam, and, give us a call, leave us a message. We'll play it on the show. Ask us a question. Let us know what we got wrong. We get a lot wrong, probably.
And then reach out to Mike if you want a postcard from him while you're on vacation.
Well, I mean, spoiler alert, I'll be at home half of it, so I'll send him a postcard from Covington, Kentucky. How's that sound?
You guys have a good one.
All right, bye.